catch it. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Team Fuel training. I'm so excited to be talking with you guys about challenge groups and how to get those started. I know there's a big question for a lot of you. You kind of seem lost as to like the start, middle, and end when it comes to your challenge groups and how to keep those going, how to motivate people. So I've created a presentation that I'll walk you through. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is so that way you actually have something visual and tangible to either remember, or you can go back when you watch this recording. Or for those who are watching the recording, you can go back and actually make notes. And if you have any questions about what you saw or read, you can come back to me and I can answer those questions to help you out. So let me get this split screen here. And let me see if I can find the PowerPoint here. Resume. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get started. Okay, so let me talk about creating awesome and powerful challenge groups. And so before you do anything else, before you start advertising or even putting any type of information on social media, I want you to look at your calendar, because a lot of times people have an idea for a challenge group and that's so awesome, but they don't look at any dates. They're not aware of any, they're not paying attention to any holidays that are coming up, any possible date conflicts that might keep you from giving your best to your challenge group. And this is mostly for you. This is to help you stay organized. This is to help you be committed to your challenge group because you're going to be as invested in it as the challengers are. So make sure that you're looking at your calendar and you're looking over any possible distractions or interactions where it's going to keep you from actually giving 100%. So when you're looking at your calendar, you'll want to, if I could say, if you guys can mute yourself, if you are on, mute your, so that we people can hear.
How do I do that?
There should be a mute button on, are you on the phone?
Yeah.
On the app, there should be a way to mute.
Hang on, I'm trying to find it.
If I go back to the
disconnect audio, is that it?
Yeah, I think there should be like a little microphone.
Okay, I hit my screen and it said speaker on, and then if you click it, it says, speaker off. Try that.
Does that work, Michelle? You can text me if you want to. I think it works. Okay, so we're gonna continue. So yeah, just look at your calendar. Make sure there are no dates that are going to conflict with your challenge group. So what you wanna do is then 2 weeks from that, set your challenge group on your date, look on the date on your calendar, and then 2 weeks from that, that's when you're going to start advertising, and we'll go into that in the next slide. Ask yourself, as you're planning your challenge group, what problem are you trying to solve? Are there any issues that you are coming across from your potential customers or from people that you're connecting with on social media? What is the common denominator? There's a common issue that they are saying constantly that is an issue with them trying to be healthy and fit or whatever it is. So when you're creating your challenge group, to make sure that you are trying to solve that problem. And maybe it's a problem that you have. If there's something that you're struggling with, then create a challenge group around that area as well. Be mindful of what image you're trying to present. Who is this group for? Is it for moms who work full-time? Is it for homeschooling mamas? Is it for people who are just really, really busy? Is it for people who are struggling with nutrition? You know, get an idea in your head and write it down on what most like when you're trying to create like when your children have a writing assignment, you want them to kind of brainstorm what it is they're going to write before they just kind of go into their writing assignment. That's what I try to do with my kids. So it's the same thing with trying to plan your challenge group. Create an idea folder and like bubble any kind of ideas that you want and put it all down, and then try to get them as consistent and close together as possible. And so again, what imagery are you trying to present? Who is this group for? Gather photos and ideas, wording, and formulate. You can get them from Pinterest. You can check out other Instagrammers to kind of see how they're promoting their challenge groups. If they're doing similar type challenge groups, get an idea, get inspired by what they're doing. Don't copy, but get inspired, and you can even use some of their ideas, but make it your own. So that way it comes from you. So that way, gather all of that stuff, all that information prior to posting on social media. And then advertising group do's and don'ts. Okay, so when you're ready to start advertising and sharing on social media, you'll want to make sure that your date is set on your calendar, and then 2 weeks from that date, this is when you're going to start advertising. Here's a couple do's and don'ts. Do not post your sales link on social media. I'm not talking about your blog or even your Facebook page, but I'm saying an actual sales link. It's just salesy. Every single coach that has signed up on my team has said they don't want to be a salesperson. If you post your sales link, then you are a salesperson. Make it personal. So this is your opportunity to tell your story, share your results, maybe share results from past challengers, share their stories. What are your current goals for yourself? Make it as you as much as possible. Don't use Beachbody stock photos. I know some of the transformation photos are really amazing, and they are really inspiring. You can probably use those sparingly, but with Beachbody stock photos, I'm kind of talking about like the advertising ones, about the new challenge groups or the new challenge packs or the fitness programs. Those are pretty cheesy. I'm way more inspired by seeing somebody who's doing a video of a workout and they're sharing why they're doing it. Or I'm really inspired by seeing somebody who's sharing their story about this particular program, how it's transformed their body or transformed their life, or with Shakeology, how it's transformed someone in their family. Maybe they've had health issues. So those are advertising. That's how you can draw people in and reach your network and communicate that you're not just interested in selling them something. You're interested, you want them to have their lives changed. These are life-changing products. And so you are showing that you care about them by sharing what has been successful, why these have been so successful for other people and for yourself, and that you're willing to help them solve their problem, because these products and these challenge groups can help solve their problem. So again, this is where you are going to be keeping track of photos and ideas. This is a time to use all those ideas within your advertising, and share about your challenge group daily up until the day before the event. Share daily. Every single day there should be a call to invite, an invitation to the people who are following you to be a part of your challenge group because of X, Y, Z. If you only share it once and then you don't ever share it again, it looks salesy. It doesn't look consistent, or it doesn't look like you really care about them and you want to get a sale from them. Okay, the 3 vital behaviors. Your advertising has been done. You're doing it daily on social media. You want to make sure you're still doing the 3 vital behaviors. This is how you're really going to get people in your challenge groups. You need to make sure that you're inviting people every single day, no matter what. Do not rely on your social media posts to fill your challenge groups. It's not going to happen. I get less traction, less likes on posts on social media regarding my challenge groups. So make sure that they, so I can still hear you.
You can?
Yeah.
I don't know how to mute it. Okay, let me figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna be.
Michelle?
Yeah?
If you hit, okay, I hit my screen and there's a little audio button down there. Do you see it?
Okay, now she's muted. Good job, Michelle. Yay! Thank you, Jennifer. So for the 3 vital behaviors, you still need to be inviting. You still need to be connecting with those people regularly, because that's the way you're going to get people in your challenge groups. You cannot rely on just social media to fill them. It's not going to happen. So social media is just marketing. The yeses in your groups will come from personal interactions. This is where you're going to spend time in the step number 2 in challenge group invites. Asking them questions. Why are they interested in being part of your challenge group? What is the problem that they're having that they feel needs to be fixed, and then this is your opportunity to share how this specific group can fix that problem, help them with that problem. Be proof the products work. You still need to be consistent in your help solving your own problems in your health and fitness journey, or reaching your own goals, or just working out to be healthy. If you're showing them every single day that you're being proof that these actually work, that these are a part of your lifestyle. This is not just a sales gimmick, that these are actually making your life better in the long run. People will see that. Even if they're not liking your photos, even if they are completely silent, they are watching you because they're watching to see, is she for real? Is she consistent about this? Is she going to keep going even when it gets tough, when she gets busy, when she gets sick, when she gets tired? Is she going to keep going? And if you can stay consistent and you keep with it, people are watching, and that will build trust when you start to invite them. For instance, if you see someone who's constantly liking your photos, or they're kind of lurking, but they never comment on anything, that's your opportunity after, so however so many days you want, to connect with them and be like, hey, I've noticed you've been liking a lot of my photos. Thank you so much for the support. Have you ever considered doing this specific program, or drinking Shakeology, or being a part of my challenge, being part of a challenge group, or reaching your health and fitness goals? Ask them. I think sometimes people are just afraid to put it out there in public that they need help. And so it's very personal when you connect with them and ask them those questions. Hey, how can I help you? Do you have anything that I can help with? I would love to be a part of your journey in some way. Personal development. Do it, period. I don't need to go into a long spiel about it. If you're not growing, you can't expect other people to grow. If you're not developing yourself as a leader, you can't expect to develop other leaders, period. Follow up. Track your contacts. Make them give you a no. With tracking, I don't care what you use. Just make sure that you're using some sort of system to keep track of who you're talking to every single day. And put down their name, how you guys connected, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, email, maybe your blog, the date you contacted, the method of contact, and then the response, and then the follow-up. And also, if you can, get on the phone. I think it's easy. It's so easy for people to avoid email or text messages and be like, oh, I didn't really get your email, or oh, I didn't get your text message. Oh, well, that happens sometimes. But sometimes people they avoid email because it's so much easier. It's easier to ignore something, but if you're on the phone with somebody and you're asking them direct questions, it's a great opportunity to get either it's a yes or a no, and that way you can move on. So get on the phone as much as possible when you're personally connecting and inviting people to your challenge groups. Create your fitness group using the new Team Beachbody Challenge app, and that's actually going to be training for next week because I think it's just an incredible tool on how to use that. And I mean, it's a game changer for challenge groups. I think you guys will have a lot more success in your challenge groups by using this app because it's already a part of their phone. They're not, if they don't want to be on Facebook, they don't have to, but they have accountability still. You're still able to connect with them. And it's via email. So you're growing your email list as well. And then offer an incentive to join. People are afraid to do this because I don't want to spend any money. And you don't have to spend money. If you're really good at creating meal plans or recipes or for your family, why don't you share that with them? If you're somebody who has, maybe you have extra Shakeology cup shakers from, a purchase in the past, or, they're not very expensive on beachbody.com, or excuse me, on Team Beachbody, grab some and say, hey, for the next person who joins my challenge group by purchasing a challenge pack, they're going to get a free gift from me and a thank you and a personal note. So there's ways to give them an incentive, because sometimes an investment in ourselves is very scary for people. You want to make this process as easy as possible by showing compassion, by caring about them, by saying, I'm on your team, I'm going to invest in you, I believe that you can do this. The incentive is not just to sucker them in. The incentive to join is to help them understand that you care about them, you want to help them with whatever their problem is. So that's why I always kind of offer that little incentive, a little gift or something to let them know, I'm on your team, I'm on your side, this is not a gimmick, we're gonna do this together, you're not alone in this. Here's a gift as a thank you for being willing to invest in yourself and being a part of my group. Creating value and content. Okay, so this is during your challenge group, okay? But you want to think through the content before the challenge group actually starts. I think it'll make it easier for you instead of trying to every single day, how do I keep somebody motivated? How do I do this? No one's talking, no one's doing this. I think if you think through what you want to say, what you want to share, all of that stuff, at least a week before the challenge group actually starts, it will be better for you. Most of our groups are 21 to 30 days. So we can easily do this the week before and come up with enough content on the regular, as well as still posting our workouts and our Shakeology and our recipes within the group. Let them know that we care, they invested, we're gonna invest in them. So create something of value for them in these groups because they are spending money and they're trusting you to help them with their goals. Challenge group guides that are located on the Challenge Tracker Coach portal and also within Team Beachbody in the Coach Online office. There's challenge group guides for all Beachbody programs. That means if you don't know what to say or ask and you need some guidance in this area, Beachbody created tools for you to use. So don't be afraid to grab those guides, and you don't have to use them word for word, but read them, look at what's saying. Take what you like and plug those in to your groups. Post at least 3 times a day. Show them in your group that you're gonna be consistent, you're gonna be showing up, and you expect them to show up as well. And you can also schedule your posts, so you don't have to feel like you're on social media all day long, but you can schedule your posts within the challenge, within the coach portal. So that'll help you be more efficient with your time, because I know all of us are really busy. But you need to be at least posting consistently 3 times a day. So that way they know you're there, that you see them, and you're liking and engaging and you're answering questions. You're there. They're not just plugged into a group and then you walk away. Send personal messages regularly. So this is for both your challengers who are connecting and who are not posting. So everyone likes a little atta-girl or atta-boy once in a while. So whether they are posting or not, you want to send a message regularly. At least, I try to do this every few days or so. Once a day, I'll connect with the challenger and see how they're doing, or encourage them, just to make sure that they know I see them. Because sometimes, especially if you're a really big group, posts can get lost. You're trying to keep track of everybody. So I always make sure I'm connecting personally, that I didn't just leave them in the group. I'm connecting and asking how they're doing. I like to pray for my challengers. So I'll say, how can I pray for you, or anything you're struggling with? I would love to help you in any area. And I think they really appreciate that. That's good customer service. So just be sure that you're really connecting and still engaging with them even after they purchase a challenge pack from you. Look for possible new coaches within the group you're still inviting. So possible new coaches could be someone who's really encouraging. They are loving the fitness programs, or they're loving Shakeology and they're telling everybody their mother about it. They are posting regularly within the group. They're behaving like a leader, or they're just a really good person, an invaluable person that you would love to have on your team. So it is okay to connect with that challenger and be like, hey, have you ever considered doing what I'm doing? Have you ever considered being a coach and doing what I do? And a lot of times they might say, no way, I could never do what you do. But really, this is your time to say, well, you are. You're posting in the group and you're kind of really leading this challenge group. You're doing what I'm doing. You're just not, a part of my team. You're not getting paid for it. So it's okay they're going to have doubts about themselves, but that's your job to help encourage them and invite them and say, no, I believe in you. I wouldn't ask you if I didn't think you could do this. And then make it fun. You want to offer challenges, quotes, possible end of challenge prizes. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But what I like to do, anyone who purchases a challenge pack, obviously be a commission. I like to take a percentage of that, a small percentage, and put that aside for prizes to gift those who are working really hard, who want a challenge in my group, within my challenge groups. So just make it fun. You want people to come back. You want to create a culture. And if you're creating an environment where they feel like they are valued, they feel like they are really helped, they feel like they are encouraged, they feel like they really can reach their goals, whatever they may be, you will have more people join your groups next time. But it really starts way at the beginning, by thinking about what you want to offer and thinking about the content and planning out and giving this a full thought, because it's not just a challenge group just for challenge groups. That you want to create a culture of people who are excited about getting healthy and living healthier, more fulfilling lives. So this is the kind of attitude you need to have with every single challenge group as you're going through all the steps and thinking about it. You need to make sure that you're providing something of incredible value. Even if you're doing a free group, still do the same process. Okay. You want to make sure that if it's free, you still got to offer incredible value and make them feel valued. Because if you do that, then when you have a challenge group that will require an investment, because you offered such incredible value in your free group, they will say, well, I wonder what I would get from her as my coach if I actually invested in myself and invested in her and believed in her. So just this entire process, you need to do that. Let's see. And then ask for referrals. So this is like near the end when you're going to start your next challenge group. But I always ask friends and current challengers for referrals, especially if they are not wanting to be coaches. Like I've connected with somebody, asked them if they wanted to be consider being a coach. They say, no, it's not for me. This is when I ask, okay, well, I'm starting another. That's great. Thank you for being honest with me. I'm starting another challenge group. Do you know of anybody who would be blessed by being a part of one of my groups? How is it blessed you? Do you know somebody who it would help them? And usually they have several people that they can give me, and they are willing to give me their information, and that way I can connect with them, or at least, start following them on social media and get to know them better. But that's after, don't be afraid to ask for those referrals for people, because if you really care about somebody and you provide excellent service, people will tell other people about that. You guys do it with any stores that you shop at, skincare, movies, books. What do we do when we're really excited about something, when something has been really beneficial or really good? We tell the masses. It's the same thing. So don't be afraid to ask your challengers for referrals, and celebrate the success of your current challengers via social media. Share the results if you want to, but be sure and ask permission. But more often than not, if they're really excited by what they've achieved in the group, they are more than willing to allow you to share what they've done and what they've achieved, because it feels so good to reach a goal and you want everyone to know it. So celebrate the success, celebrate what they're doing. Share a little bit on social media how the group is going. Maybe if they don't want to do say their results individually on social media, but you calculate the like maybe it was a weight loss group and a lot of people have lost a lot of weight, and you post on social media, my group has lost a total of 30 pounds in 21 days. Like that's a big deal. That's great. So don't be afraid to share those things. I think that lets people know that there's something going on here. You're doing something and people are excited about their results, and it's fun. It's a culture that you want them to be a part of, and they will want to be a part of. And have fun. This is supposed to be the fun part of our business. When you have challenge groups, when you have people that you're really engaging with and helping them change their lives and get healthy and feel good in their own skin, it feels good. It's a fun thing. It's a joyful thing. You're doing your job as a coach. This is not the bad part of the business. This is the fun part. We're here to change lives. We're not just here to earn Success Club points. I don't even like that title, Success Club. I like the Changing Lives Club. That's our job as coaches. So have fun with this. Take the time necessary to plan out your groups. Make it incredible. And I promise you'll have a lot more fun. But it does start at the beginning. You got to do the steps, and you got to be willing to invite people and go for the no. But have fun and enjoy this part. And I hope this helps you. So that's into my presentation. So if you have any questions, I think we have some time. I don't even know. It doesn't even say. But I have some time to answer any questions. So you guys can unmute yourselves if you want to. Anybody have any questions?
I do.
Okay.
Obviously, this is your Southern girl. You can tell who I am. Can you give me an example of, like, you were talking about a free group?
Yeah.
Can you tell me kind of what that is and some
examples? So
of that?
sometimes people will do free groups, like before they do like an investment group. They will, like investment challenge where they have to invest. Like a free group could be like a clean eating group. So it would be like you would create a 5 days of clean eating crock pot group. You share, you create, like, whether you find them on Pinterest or you have recipes that you use yourself. So you would have 5 days of crock pot recipes. And obviously they can choose whether they want to use every single crock pot recipe. But the goal is to help them understand that it's possible to eat healthier even as a busy family. And it's free. They don't have to buy in at all. You're giving this as a free resource, and you're sharing your recipes and you're sharing your ideas and how you make it work for your family. So that's one way. 7 days of drinking water group. What's another one? Oh, 5 days of moving your body. You know, you do like one fitness move a day, you know,
Okay.
or, so there's tons of ways to do, or even if you want to have more faith-based, it could be like 5 days of fitness and faith, you know, where you share a devotional and
Uh-huh.
share a move of the day. So there's so many different ways you can incorporate free. And I think sometimes if you feel like you're not building your network enough, you're not building enough people, if you offer something for free first, surprisingly, you will get people coming out because a lot of people like free. And a lot of times they're afraid to invest at first. So if you build their trust by creating a free group, and you have an incredible, valuable group, like they're really having fun, people are encouraged. So when you ask them and invite them to your bigger commitment group that will require investment, they'll trust you enough where the price doesn't scare them as much because they know where you're coming from. They know what you already offer for free. So what will you possibly offer, you know, when they choose to invest?
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Good. Any other questions? And for those who are watching the recording, if you have questions from watching this, you can comment. I'll post the recording link, and so you can just post your questions underneath that video, so that way I can get to them and answer them. Any other questions? You guys good? Awesome. Thank you so much did you have one, Jennifer?
No, I was just going to say thank you.
You're very welcome. And I think I'm going to start doing live team trainings on Thursday. I'm still wondering about the time. I know a lot of people work. These are usually my work hours, so I'll have to work that out with my husband when would be the best time to do live trainings for my team. If it's at night, I'll have to work that out with him. So that way everyone can get on as much as possible, because I want as many of Team Fuel to be on here as possible. I think it builds community, and I think knowing that they're a part of something, you know, is important. And you guys deserve that. You deserve this stuff. So, but next week's training will be on the Challenge Tracker app, because I feel like it's such an incredible tool, and I think it will help so many people. Makes our lives so much easier.
Thank you so much. This was very helpful.
Okay, good. I'm so glad. Yay! All right, so thank you so much for watching, you guys. Go out there and create incredible groups. There's so many people out there who want to be impacted and live healthier lives. We know so many people, even in our own families. So go out there and do the work and go change some lives. Thanks so much, you guys. And I will end it.